In this video we take a look at 4 blockbuster movies that were referenced multiple times in The Simpsons. First up, James Bond, specifically the movie Goldfinger. In Season 3, Homer saves Springfield from a nuclear disaster using the tried and trusted eeny meeny miny mo method. Homer does this with 007 left on the clock, just like in Goldfinger. In Who Shot Mr. Burns Part 1, when Burns explains his sunblocking plan to Smithers, he twiddles a few knobs and reveals a model Springfield under the floor, just like Ulrich Goldfinger. Goldfinger's famous laser scene is recreated multiple times in The Simpsons, including Bart's tattoo removal in Season 1. A similar laser occurs in an Itchy and Scratchy episode in Season 5. And finally, in Season 8, Homer's new boss Hank Scorpio uses a laser to deal with James Bond, who's an original creation, much like Ricky Rouse or Monald Muck. We end our Simpsons Goldfinger references naturally with the end credits of a McBain movie from Season 2, and these end credits have a very similar feel to that of Goldfinger. Next up, we take a look at some references to the movie Godzilla. In Season 7's Treehouse of Horrors episode, a lard lad statue comes to life and he sounds much like Godzilla. This scene from Season 4 has a very similar feel to the Japanese movie, with a panicked crowd looking up in horror at their impending doom. The Simpsons experience some moderate Godzilla-related turbulence in the episode where the Simpsons visit Japan, which makes sense, and this scene is very similar to the movie. We also see Godzilla with some friends in the same episode. Godzilla himself is signing autographs when the Simpsons visit the Baimon Sci-Fi Con in Season 10. A giant Homer fights Rodan in Season 12. And in the episode Bart's Comet, Bart names his prank weather balloon Buttzilla. In Season 6, Lisa fantasizes that she's been banished to Monster Island, which first appears in Son of Godzilla from 1967. In Season 4, Kent Brockman says,
"This just in, a fistfight is in progress in downtown Springfield. Early reports indicate, and these are very preliminary, that one of the fighters is a giant lizard."
Coincidentally, in the Godzilla movie from 1998, the voice of Kent Brockman, Harry Shearer, would go on to play a news anchor who sounds just like his voice in The Simpsons. Also from Season 4, when Brockman reports on Osaka flu, his news segment features Godzilla with a hot water bottle and thermometer. A Godzilla figurine can be seen in a collectible shop in Season 8. Also in Season 8, Santos L. Halper, aka Bart Simpson, buys a stack of Zoidzilla comics. In Season 12, when Bart and Milhouse take over Comic Book Guy's shop, a kid can be seen reading Bloodzilla, Vampire Dinosaur. And finally in Season 12, NSYNC let us know that the US Navy are out there every day protecting us from Godzilla.
Do we have a source on this? A bunch of drunken frat boys. All right, I could use some names. I pee freely.
Next we look at some references in The Simpsons to the movie Jaws. The first full-on parody of Jaws comes in Season 2 episode 16, featuring a shot from Santa's Little Helper's point of view. The scene has a sound-alike of the classic Dum Dum score. And the scene also has a very similar feel to that of the movie. Another feature taken from Jaws that became regularly used in The Simpsons was the so-called dolly zoom, aka contra zoom. While Hitchcock claims to have invented the dolly zoom, it was Steven Spielberg who used it and put an actor's face in the middle of the frame. And The Simpsons have used it multiple times, and it became their go-to move for any shock horror moment. A famous scene from the movie Jaws is the character Quint's introduction, with him getting the crowd's attention by scratching his nails on a chalkboard. And The Simpsons parody this scene in Homer Goes to College and The Joy of Sect. In the classic episode Itchy and Scratchy Land, Bart and Homer both try to replicate the shark fin prank from the movie.
Shark boy!
In Season 12's Treehouse of Horrors episode, when Lenny is attacked by dolphins, the scene has a very similar feel to the opening sequence of Jaws. And finally, when Marge and Homer visit the sea captain's houseboat in Season 4, a shark jumps out of the water and briefly poses like the shark on the movie poster for Jaws. And this scene also has similarities with the scene from the movie where Brody is throwing chum off the boat. And finally, we come to Planet of the Apes references in The Simpsons.
It was Earth all along.
When Homer realises the Planet of the Apes was Earth all along in Season 5,
It was Earth all along.
his body language is modelled on Charlton Heston's exact body language during the famous twist ending. There's a parody in season 6 of the scene where the apes brutally capture a group of humans and the parents in Springfield round up their kids in exactly the same way for church. In season 7, Troy McClure stars in a Planet of the Apes musical and a number of the backdrops are inspired by the movie. In season 9, Homer daydreams he's been taken prisoner on the planet of the donuts and is charged with eating half the population, and there are many similarities between this scene and the movie. In season 5's episode Rosebud, we flash forward to the year 1 million AD where humans have been enslaved by apes. In season 11, when Bart's horse uses a whip to win his race, the commentator says,
"A horse is abusing a jockey! Might this be the start of a terrifying Planet of the Horses? In this announcer's opinion, almost certainly yes. And away I go."
Also in season 11, Mo overhears a director for a soap opera he auditioned for say this.
"I wanted Marianne on Gilligan's Island ugly, not Cornelius on the Planet of the Apes ugly."
In the episode Simpsons Safari, the Simpsons discover that Joan Bushwell, who's based on Jane Goodall's serious research into monkeys, is just pictures of monkeys from famous movies, including Planet of the Apes. And finally, in season 6, Bart watches an episode of Itchy and Scratchy called Planet of the Aches. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for choosing Project Toons, and please like and subscribe for more content.
And away I go.